Okay, we're going to look over the skill of subtracting. Like adding, make sure that your units are lined up properly on top of each other, the ones, the tens, and the hundreds. Before I even get started, I'm going to make an estimate for this problem. 571 is close to, between 5 and 600, it would round up to 600, and 264 rounds up to 300. So I'm making a ballpark estimate. So I'm going to subtract here. Now I always start on top. A common mistake that kids will make is they'll say, oh, 4 minus 1 is 3. Well, remember, we start with the 1 up top and we subtract 4. I can't do 1 minus 4. So I need to borrow. I need to borrow from the 7, which represents 70. I take 1 away. So I have a 6 that's left, standing for 60. And I add 10 ones, or an additional 1. So it turns into 11. Now I can do 11 minus 4, which is 7. 6 minus 6 is 0. So there's 0 tens, and 5 minus 2 is 3 for 307. Do you remember what my estimate was before? My estimate was about 300. Is that pretty close to 307? Absolutely. I check everything over, make sure that I did my borrowing correctly, which I did. I subtracted correctly, and I can move on. Always check over your answers. Not just if you're unsure, always check over your answers. For the second problem, we'll do the same thing. Well, 2 minus 8, I can't do that right away. You might be thinking, Mr. Weiner, some people probably do 8 minus 2, and it's 6. Well, unfortunately, that is not correct. I do need to borrow. So I borrow from my tens. I borrow 1 10. I have 12 minus 8, which is 4. 0 minus 3, I need to borrow. I can't do 0 minus 3. It's a negative number. 10 minus 7 is 10 minus 3 is 7. And 7 minus 5 is 2. Oh no, what did I forget to do? I did not estimate like I did before. Let's do that now once I'm done with the problem. Even if you forget to estimate at first, you can still do it at the end. What is 812 close to? 800. 538? Close to 500. 800 minus 500 is 300. That's pretty close to 300 as well. So you can see how I use the power of estimation to at least get me close in these two problems.